its CEO, Greg Abel, is beginning to deploy an enormous cash reserve that was accumulated during Warren Buffett's final years as chief executive. Now, Berkshire became a net buyer of equities during the second quarter, investing heavily in Alphabet, which is the parent company of Google, and agreeing to acquire home building Taylor Morrison. Now, Berkshire made approximately $19.8 billion in net stocks. Purchasing during the second quarter. That's about $10 billion was invested in Google parent Alphabet, and Alphabet became one of Berkshire's five largest stock holdings. Now, Berkshire agrees to acquire Taylor Morrison for approximately $6.8 billion in equity value, and the transaction is valued at roughly $8.5 billion when debt is included. Now, Berkshire's cash and equivalents declined to approximately $365 billion. The company also repurchased approximately 4.5 billion of its own shares. Now, the purchases ended a roughly 3-year period in which Berkshire was generally a net seller of stocks. Now, Greg Abel, the CEO, was born in Edmonton, succeeded Warren Buffett as Berkshire's chief executive at the beginning of 2026, and investors have been watching closely to determine whether Abel would maintain Buffett's cautious capital allocation strategy or move more aggressively into technology and acquisitions. So, as we're seeing this new CEO, well, he appears to be signaling continuity in discipline, but greater willingness to act when it comes to these latest purchases. Now, Alphabet offers Berkshire exposure into artificial intelligence as it's heavily being invested in AI, as well as digital advertising. And when it comes to its purchase of Taylor Morrison, it expands its already significant presence in the housing industry. Now, the real test will be whether these investments deliver Buffett-style value without pushing Berkshire into businesses it cannot evaluate or control as confidently.